So we all decided in about 2018 really. Found out I was really good at it.
Going back a little bit before, I mean, I think you've also done a lot of jog as well, haven't you?
I got my dad to drive me down to Middle England, I guess, and I cycled from a little village called Halford. You know, like the bike shop.
It's been lumpy, hasn't creeping onto the Cotswolds.
And I cycled all the way from there, all the way down to Land's End.
Wow.
And then cycled up all the way to the top.
I mean, I'm guessing obviously at the time you were audaxing, and obviously you got the Paris-Brest Paris under your belt.
Yeah.
The jog was the next big thing. Was that
I always wanted to do that.
Was that more of a sort of, I'm just going to go for a bike ride and just take my time?
Let's just go for one big adventure. It took the best part of 3.5 weeks.
You must have some stories. What's the best place you've slept in when while camping? You know, something what surprised you and you were like kicking yourself when you woke up in the morning going, this is a fantastic spot, I must remember this.
Can I tell you some of the worst? Wake up in the morning and you go, and you'll start going along the road and go, look at that amazing place over there. Oh, look at that vista, amazing views, just like the perfect camping spot. And here's what you could have walked. Always something better, just literally around the corner. Yeah.
For me, watching your channel, that's where I think the videos really did start to pick up pace. It was like, it wasn't just wild camping, it wasn't a weekend adventure, it was more, it's quite serious, it's a long event.
Yes.
You got the question of, are you going to make it? Can you make it? Is the bike going to hold up? And then you've got the navigation.
Am I going to hold up? Yeah.
Everything. And to me, that was just a combination of everything which sort of come together. It was fascinating viewing, watching you do it, and watching that little dot go around the map as well, which I know a lot of you viewers will be accustomed to with Richard as well. But I thought that was just the best thing ever, watching you do it. And I know when...
thank you, it was quite something.
Your Instagram as well, you had some highs and lows. You were quite low at certain points of that ride, I think. But you picked yourself up and you sort of just changed your mindset and you just cracked on with it. Was it scary?
On the continent in Eastern Europe, it doesn't matter what breed of dog it is. It's going to see you. And it's like it's programmed to chase after you.
So, on the Transcontinental, what was the best part for you? What did you enjoy the most?
I always remember the feeling of flying out the Alps after 2 or 3 days hard riding in the mountains, and finally reaching the Croatian coastline. So it took a whole day to walk all the way uphill, because I was the only idiot who decided to do it. Because you could choose which way you wanted to reach this park, or one way was all uphill and the other way was all downhill. I chose uphill. Don't ask me why I did it that way. It would have been so much better to do the way, coast all the way down. But either way, it was pretty mental. And I started, I was eating what I had, and I started seeing berries in the trees.
Really?
I started picking berries and fill them into my empty, by now, water bottle.
6 fig rolls, couple of cereal bars, and a salami stick. I don't know what to say. This climb is breaking me. Look at that. There's another 4k to go, just to the top of this, and then there's X amount of distance left afterwards.
Yeah, I was laughing soon after that because I need to get into the town to find a hotel like 10 o'clock at night. I was like, what is that?
I mean, obviously from then we know you've done Pan Celtic.
Yeah.
You've done GranGuanche.
Yeah, early this year. Yeah.
And obviously there's another big one on the horizon soon, which I know you're desperate to try and get into. And GranGuanche was off-road, wasn't it?
It was amazing, yeah.
And I think your main gripe was you were on the wrong bike, wasn't it, I think?
Just need more of everything, like bigger tyres, more lower gears.
So I wonder about the gravel. I mean, I was on a ride a few weeks back now, and it was gravel, and I'm like, this isn't gravel, this is National Cycle Network gravel.
Gucci gravel, as I like to call it.
It was classified as gravel, and I'm like, this isn't gravel, it's just a normal road. Yeah, one ride recently, which you've done, and previously, which you've done before, was race around the Netherlands.
Yeah.
And I think when you went to do race around the Netherlands, you were probably, you couldn't not step on their infrastructure for riding. And I know when you did your big tour, which the videos are still on YouTube currently, so you might still catch a few more left to air as well. But what's your views on cycling in the Netherlands?
Really civilised. Moses.
Parts of the Red Sea.
And the parts of the Red Sea.
Yes.
It's just like that. You're coming up to a junction, the cars are just stopping for you.
Do you actually clean your bikes? Because I don't tend to bother on mine, because I know that full well.
Especially this time of year.
Yeah.
Not so much in the summertime, you can get away with going out with a dirty bike, but this behind me, yeah, it's seen a lot this weekend.
I've been a witness as well to this one. I've ridden a tyre when it's completely flat, when it's on a mountain bike.
Yeah.
When on a road bike, when it goes flat and there's nothing to be done, you have to push it. You can't ride it on the rim because it would just destroy everything.
That's right. Yeah.
But on the mountain bike, I've done that.
I was once out on an audax and my chain snapped.
Ah.
But I was like 5 miles from the end, and it was all downhill.
Oh, well, that's
so. Do you know what I did?
You just
I put the
coasted it.
chain in my back pocket and just coasted all the way down.
2023, Richard then also did All Points North, which is a tasty ride.
Yeah.
Every time it gets announced, I look at it and go, oh, that looks really good. But no, me, I'm like, no, I better not actually, because I probably won't finish it. But you have, and you did this in 2023, All Points North. What was your experience with that?
Well, let's say once all that was over with, I was pleased to finally have a break.
Do you find a lot of these events, especially the audax-led events, the ultras as it would be for the audax one, do you think they're getting a little bit too silly when it comes to, well, we're going to put a hill in, but let's put all the hills in?
It would be a shame if 2-3 years from now you have events like the TCR and you expect like ex-pro athletes to be entering it and less of Joe blogs. You can tell by a smile on my face, I have actually thought about, well, one of those. I don't know which one the other one is you're thinking about. Again, it depends on work commitments and things.
So it's a big effort.
But it would be an amazing thing to do.
Question I've got, I try and record, not every ride, but most of my rides. Most of my rides are quite boring, and I'm sure yours are, the commute to work and stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah, before, maybe when you're doing a big event, leave the camera at home, I'm just going to ride it. So going on for 2025, obviously, for Richard Lake, what's left?
Because a few of those routes that Cycling UK have got. I'd like to do the King Alfred's Way again. Yeah. Did that back in June. That was pretty amazing.
Get into it.
First off, I just want to make sure I'm in.
Yes.
Secondly, I don't tend to do too much research that could put me off. If this is the distance, this is the mountain climbing. There might be a few key points along the route, key moments that you have to plan for sure. But I'm not going to try and let those big things kind of play in my mind, Yeah. I'm looking forward to, is it a Bocadilla or something?
Now, I wonder if Chris is actually going to ride again.
Yeah, very interesting to find out.
So if you're watching, Chris, good luck, mate. Anyway, Richard, thank you very much for spending the time.
Thanks for having me on.
I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Yeah, the back wheel, that's fine. You know what, that's
Hello, is it me you're looking for? You can cut the singing out, yeah?
Oh.